Welcome. So as I promised, I'm on at a bit late, maybe 5 minutes late, but I'm on here to help those of you on the watermelon cleanse see how you're doing, to guide you. So I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if any questions. Okay. So there's quite a bit of questions coming up with the group. Everyone seems to be doing quite well, but there's stuff like questions like dealing with blood sugar issues, and the watermelon only cleanse, etc. Right? You have to understand something very clearly about blood sugar issues. When you're dealing with any kind of blood sugar issues, I'm going to talk about the pre-diabetic, and I'll talk about type 2, not type 1 at this point, even though it's the same kind of theory behind it. But if you're dealing in sugar, if you're dealing in any kind of sugar issue, okay, I'm telling you how to fix it at the root cause. And the problem is that when you're trying to fix it, you have to know what you're doing, because the knowledge out there when it comes to blood sugar issues is contrary to what I'll teach you. And what I'm teaching you is what to use to fix it, not to treat it. There's a big difference between treating a blood sugar issue and fixing a blood sugar issue. When you're trying to fix a blood sugar issue, you have to understand why you would have a blood sugar issue, okay? And the reason why you have a blood sugar issue is due to inflammation. Okay, eating protein and starches, it almost kinds of, I like to simplify things, almost kinds of coats the cells. Okay, the cells can't breathe, lack of better ways, or the tissue can't breathe properly. The fats and the proteins you're eating have caused this inflammation. Your kidneys don't filter, your lymph system doesn't move properly, so now your pancreas and your adrenals are not working properly. Okay, and this is when you start getting sugar issues. Your adrenals control sugar. They help you metabolize sugar. So if your adrenals are weak, you're going to have a sugar issue. You're going to have a type 2, you're going to have to be pre-diabetic. And the way to fix it is not eating fruits. And here's why. Fruits don't use insulin. If you go on an all fruit diet, here again I repeat it, if you go on an all fruit diet, you stop using insulin, okay? Your blood sugar drops. Your blood sugar will actually drop. Because when you go on a fruit diet and you're adding other foods in, like veggies, the body needs insulin. So now you have a yo-yo diet going on. Okay, blood sugar goes up and down, up and down. It's not because of the fruits. It's because you have other sugars in the system that need insulin to push it into the cell. So an all-fruit diet, okay. Now remember, I'm not talking about type 1 here because that's a different ball game. Same principle, but different ball game. All-fruit diet is the only way you're going to cleanse those glands that are not working properly, to allow you to produce the insulin you need and to help you use sugar properly. It's very important you understand this, okay? So let's say you're detoxing and you're going to watermelon only cleanse and your sugar goes up. Yeah, it's going to go up because you still have fats and proteins and all those things, and gunk in you that needs to be cleansed out. And until that's cleansed out, your sugar is not going to stabilize. So usually when you go on fruit diet and you have a blood sugar issue, you go up like this in blood sugar, your sugar load, a day or two, maybe even just a day, and then it drops, and it goes like this and it drops. And if you're on medication, you have to be careful, you have to pay attention, okay, because you're expecting high blood sugar levels, so you're taking the pills to remain to stabilize it, but then it drops all of a sudden, and then there's a slight issue. So you always have to monitor your sugar levels. But the way to fix the glands is with the fruits. If you think eating starches, which require insulin, is better than fruits, then you're not getting your understanding of biology or chemistry correct. Fruits are simple, 15 to 20 minutes breakdown, and it's done. It's being used. The liver can convert it easily, can break it, can sort it out easily. You eat starches, it's complex. It takes a long time. The body has to use insulin to push it. So you cannot get better on starches and proteins when it comes to blood sugar issues. If you really want to fix it, I'm telling you the truth how to fix it. You go 100% fruit diet, an all fruit diet, not fruit end. Okay, all fruit diet. But pay attention to your blood sugar, very, very important, and your medication. And you have to take herbs for the pancreas, herbs for the adrenals, herbs for the liver, okay? In the entire body, 5+5 kidney tea, entire body. And then you watch your sugar levels hour by hour basis. First day you go high, next day it's going to drop and it's going to stabilize. Okay, but you might need to take a glandular for the pancreas. You might need to take a glandular for the adrenals. If you don't fix your pancreas and adrenals, you can't get better. Blood sugar issues is a neurological issue. It's partly neurological. Your neurological system is not functioning properly, so the body doesn't give information to the pancreas to produce more insulin if needed. So that's why you have these blood sugar issues. If you fix the pancreas, the adrenals, the liver, these issues go away. They go away. Okay, and that's what you want. Any other diet you go on, you are treating it. You are treating it. I don't deal with treating. I deal with dealing with the root cause. It's not for everybody. Some people are too far gone, like type 1s. They use a lot of medication, and therefore the insulin levels, the body doesn't produce any more insulin. So now you have to rebuild the pancreas, and that can take you a long time. So if you're type 1, definitely don't do this. Okay, you need guidance. If you're type 2 and stuff like that, you need to ask your doctor. But I'm telling you how I would do it if I me to fix it, and I've helped many people to fix it. Okay, so I hope that covers the sugar issues with the watermelon only cleanse. If you're not sure what you're doing, you have sugar issues, don't do the cleanse. That's what I'll say to you, because it requires you to have the knowledge and the fortitude and the patience to do it, and the herbs to use. If you don't have access to that, I wouldn't do it. Okay, so I came here to answer questions, but I covered the sugar aspect of it, and please watch it afterwards. I'll repost this video. You can watch the video. That's the question about sugar. And sugar, if you have sugar issues, what to do with watermelon only cleanse. My personal advice is, unless you know what you're doing and you have guidance, etc., and you're not sure of yourself, don't do it. Okay, better safe than sorry. But let's me take the questions. I hope you're all doing well with your cleanse, and this is officially day 1 of the cleanse. And I promised I'll come and help. I'm always there trying to help, but I'm here to answer your questions. So if you have any questions specific to the watermelon only cleanse and healing, please feel free and ask. I'll try and stay on as long as I can, and help you the best I can. Okay, so I see we have quite a few questions in here that I can help with. Okay, so the first question is, I'm day 2 on the cleanse, and the hunger made me have a salad for dinner. Now I feel nauseated. What can I do for this? Well, you can't do anything for it at this point. You just gotta ride the wave. Remember that if the watermelon only cleanse, you went 2 days, so that's impressive by itself. 2 days is fantastic. I know the goal is 5 days, but don't beat yourself up. Okay? If you felt good on the watermelon only cleanse, then I would go back to the cleanse. If you get hunger pangs, the way to handle it immediately is to have small, frequent meals. Maybe every hour have a piece of watermelon. You see, very small. That way you don't get hungry, and that's how I would deal it. But if you could get the herbs, I would use antimicrobial tincture and parasite W tincture to get rid of fungus and worms, because they cause the cravings. Okay, you can see the difference when you go on a watermelon only cleanse and have salad. You can see that nauseating feeling, because the watermelon is super aggressive. It's cleansing the body. Now you put heavier food in there. It's like, oh my God, what's this? It doesn't like it. So that's what I would do. I hope that answers your question. So get better, stabilize yourself. If you need to break the detox, do so. Have some steamed veggies if you need to, and the next day start fresh. But don't beat yourself up. Okay, you're doing very well. Does the Fab Five help with that? Help with what? Let me see. Neela, I don't see your question. I'm sorry. Does the Fab Five help with what? Please clarify. I'll answer it. My herbs haven't arrived yet, so I'm on watermelon only. And that's fine. That's fine. Remember that this is a 5-day challenge. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop this. I'm going to continue this for a month, possibly forever, because the response we've got from this group is amazing. Everyone's helping each other out, right? See, so some people they want to go on a cleanse, and maybe they search on Facebook, they see watermelon detox. Okay, oh, I love watermelons this season, right? And then they'll do it. So don't worry if you're not on time. I'll extend it. I'm here for you. Okay. I'm actually writing a book on the watermelon cleanse, and it's going to be ready soon. I've literally finished everything, just need to fine tune it. And in that book, I cover everything about watermelon only cleanse, but I also tell you that you can use any melons, because I know that in the winter, you don't get access to a watermelon, but you get access to cantaloupe. You can use that, right? So I'm excited about the new book. It's going to come out hopefully in the next few days. Well, it's probably next week, and then you can get it, a copy of it, and cherish it, because it's full of information, full of herbal information, full of detox information. It's fantastic. I love the book myself already, and I wrote it. So, which is stronger, kidney 2 or kidney 6? I would take kidney 6, even though there's not one stronger than the other. If I had one choice, it would be kidney 6, for the very reason that it has very strong herbs like buchu, cleavers herbs, nettle seed, nettle in there, and these are very, very powerful herbs. But the kidney tea is fantastic because it has herbs in there like dandelion, which is great for the liver as well. It has herbs in there like corn syrup, great for the kidneys. Ideally, use both. You cannot get enough of the kidneys. Okay, herbs. Ideally, if you can afford to use both. Do you have to drink water even if you are not thirsty? No, you don't have to. You don't have to force yourself to drink water. Okay, I can drink water right here. That's because I'm talking too much. My throat. I just did a 30-minute live on Instagram. Some of you may have been there. You don't force yourself to drink water. Okay, drink when thirsty. The watermelon, 92% of the watermelon is water. It's structured water, which means that the water goes right, well, not right, but quicker into your cells. The same structure of water in the cell, the same structure of water in the watermelon. Very similar, at least. So you won't get thirsty. Can I keep taking my blood pressure meds while on the detox? Listen, detoxification doesn't mean you should get off your meds. The goal is to get off with your doctor's help, not that you should stop the meds, okay? Something you understand, just because you're healing the body, because medication is chemical based and it's invasive to the body and it's very suppressive. You cannot just get off it. You have to wean yourself off. And I don't deal in medication. So you have to talk to your doctor to wean yourself off it. They will tell you, okay, you don't need it anymore. Your numbers are so good, you don't need it anymore. But do not use your medication, okay? And if you feel there's going to be interaction with medication and the herbs, then of course ask your doctor. But remember that doctors, they don't like herbs, period, okay? So it's not their fault. This is what they've been trained in. If you don't know about herbs, if you didn't go to herbal school, you do not know about herbs, you cannot give good judgment on it. But they know what interaction is with their medication. So get the advice if you need it. Can I take Fabulous 5, Fabulous 11, and kidney tincture altogether? Yes, I take 11 tinctures altogether, 3 times a day. Okay, you can. Let's see. Guys, like I said, like I promised you, this is your opportunity to ask your questions for the cleanse. Feel free. Don't feel shy. This is about you. This is not about anybody else but you. No one, everybody in this group here, I moderated, other people moderated to make sure that only people of like mind and positive people are in here. So don't feel shy to ask questions, okay? It's your right. It's why I created the group, is to help you achieve your goals. It's to help you enlighten yourself with the method, so you can help other people as well, not only yourself but others. So feel free and ask. So Lucia says she's on tomorrow is your day 5. Lucia, you should please tell us how you're doing, okay? If you haven't done so already, I'm so proud of you. With sugar, Neela, please write your question in full so I can help you, okay? Is the Fab 5 tea okay to take during the? Absolutely, Fab 3 tea. You should be on the herbs. If you have the herbs, you should be using the herbs with cleanse. It makes things more effective. Why wouldn't you use the herbs? You told me my pancreas was weak. I wanted to know if I stay on the cleanse, will my pancreas possibly feel better? Well, yes, because but it will take you a longer period of time if you're not using herbs. Because as I explained to you earlier in the video, pancreas, any kind of herb, any kind of gland organ is not working properly because you have an accumulation of acids and mucus affecting its function. And the fruit cleanse is a way of moving the lymphatic system. The body, if your kidneys are filtering properly, will eventually clear up the gunk covering or affecting the gland. Okay, but it's going to take a bit of time. If you use herbs for the pancreas, now you're having help to speed things faster. That's why we always push the herbs. Herbs are there to help strengthen or help optimize the structure and function of cells. Okay, that's why we use them. So you should be on pancreas herbs, you should be on liver herbs, you should be on bile herbs, the Fabulous 5 kidney tea at the very least. Okay, those of you who haven't got the Fabulous 5, it's not too late. Even though we have started the cleanse, you have to understand why I promote the herbs. It's because it makes a big difference. It does. The foods we have these days, the fruits we have these days are not as strong as they were. If we were going and picking it off the tree ourselves and eating it, then maybe you don't need herbs. But if you are buying it from the store, they're not as powerful as they would be if they were picked ripe. And that's why the herbs come in. That's why I always say Fabulous 5 kidney tea, at the very least, is what you should be using. Because you are going through this process of cleansing. Why not help yourself? Like, this is not expensive. These bottles, they're 250 mils. Okay, if you do the math, out there in the market, you have tinctures that are like $30, and they are 5-to-1 ratio or 4-to-1 ratio. That means for every 1 gram of herb, you have 5 grams or equivalent in the menstruum. Ours is 2-to-1. Okay, that means if you're paying $30 for a $30 tincture, you're actually paying it's way more expensive, because this is 2-to-1. You're getting 250 ml, and if you 250 ml, and usually the bottles you buy outside are 60 ml. So 60 ml times you times it by 4, that'll be $120. Okay, my tinctures are $95, so it's a fraction of that, and it's almost triple the potency. So it's not expensive. Plus, you're investing on yourself. This is not expense. You go and buy Starbucks coffee or some junk food, it's $10, $20. You don't question it. But when it comes to buying stuff that can help you, you might question it. We're all like that. We don't We don't have the mindset of seeing how to delegate our priorities in life. Health should be your number one priority, because without health, you have nothing. What is the other strong mono detox after watermelon? You can use the lemon only, which FYI, I will create a lemon only group as well, okay? Because this went so well. It's going so well, and I'll create a lemon only cleanse, and we can do a challenge as well, okay? So a lemon cleanse, melon cleanse, as you're doing here, and the grape only diet, fantastic, or a berry only diet. I drink 8 glasses of water. Monique says, I drink 8 glasses of water a day. Can I continue? Yes, you can. Do whatever feels good to you. After drinking watermelon juice, I tend to get a little congested in my throat. Is that normal? Yeah, it's probably a detox symptom. Okay, as I told you before, watermelon is very aggressive. It's red and sweet, but the red color should tell you alone how aggressive it is. So it cleanses really strongly, and sometimes the detox symptom is too strong for you. If that's your case and it's really inflamed, then I would stop it and go on some other fruit. Okay, you don't want to pressure yourself too much. You don't want to let the ego get the best of you. Do your best. Did someone ask the blood sugar question? Yes, I did. Janine, I answered the question. I took a full 3-4 minutes on the question. So when we're done, I'll post this. You watch it, okay? I covered that already, so I won't cover it again. But I covered it for 3 minutes. I'm so excited. I plan to do this after the 28-day water fast. I joined because I wanted to learn all before starting. Absolutely, it's never too late. This group is going to be here. It's going to continue, okay? It's going to continue for you. I'm not diabetic, but some days I feel so dizzy. Well, when you're detoxing, you can get those dizzy spells. Usually dizziness, it's not always a sugar issue. It can be a fluctuation, but it also could be blood pressure. It could also be mucus in the head region affecting the cerebellum, back of the head. And when you're detoxing, the body is trying to cleanse, and you have toxins dislodging. It can recirculate. And there's no other diet if you are, let's say, pre-diabetic. And I've helped many people who are pre-diabetic get off the name pre-diabetic, meaning that they got the sugar levels back to normal. It's a fruit cleanse, because your glands are affected. If the glands are affected, are causing this to happen, and the only way to clean the glands, in my opinion, is with the fruit cleanse. Even dry fasting can't do it effectively, because dry fasting cannot move the lymph system. It's a powerful detoxifier, but not able to move the lymph system effectively. That's why you should always go on fruits first before a dry fast. Okay, and it makes the dry fasting way more easier for you as well. I covered the sugar issue. I said I'll post this video, you can rewatch again, so I won't address that question. If you crave food while on the fast, it means you have parasites. Usually, yes. We all have parasites. You need to be on a parasite cleanse for at least 2 months. On my website, we have it called Parasite C. That's one of the most powerful ones you can use. Parasite antimicrobial tincture. And we also have Parasite W for worms. Okay. Yes, so can the Sonia says, can the respiratory tea and tinctures be taken while on the cleanse? Yes, all the herbs you have, if I gave it to you or you bought it because I suggested to you, you can use them all now. It doesn't mean you have to use only fabulous kidney tea. If you have a respiratory tea, use it. You clean the lungs and the throat, the esophagus, right? Okay, I have a fistula, Zion says, and I brought the Fabulous 5 and I'm constipated. Please, plus I have ovarian cancer. What should I do? You have to. There's no other way around this. You know, if you want to address this, if it were me and I have that issue, I've been a 30-day any kind of fruit cleanse diet, specifically the strong ones, melon, which you're doing, grape, and any kind of berries. It's tough. I'm sorry to hear you have this, but it's a common thing happening these days. And the only way you can address it, you can go treat it with chemo. You probably are. And if you're treating it with chemo, then it makes things worse for you because you're dumping acids in your body anyways. So it's a fight that you have to take on your own, and using the principles that I've showed you. The only way to cleanse the body and a deep level is what I've shown you. And yes, you'll get constipated now and then, and the body will go through cycles, but you have to know about detox symptoms to understand, so that when it comes up, you don't get scared. So reach out to me for a PDF on detox symptoms, and I'll share it with you. The healing process requires that things get broken down and repaired. Sometimes you see a worsening of symptoms, but it's temporary and it's needed because the body digs in deep and spoons it out, and that waste is expressed as pain and waste, and it has detox symptoms. It can be a worsening, but if you know that, you know how to navigate towards it. You not be scared. Otherwise, if you see a detox symptom and you run to the doctor, he gives you steroids, you suppress it, and then things get worse and worse, right? So you can fix all this. You gotta go on a diet on the herbs. Okay, the Fabulous 5 is only the base. If it's for me, you can afford it. You need to be on kidney, lots of kidney herbs, kidney tincture, kidney nettle seed. You need like 2, if it's for me, 3 different kidney tinctures, 2 different kidney teas, lymphatic 1 tincture, endocrine tinctures, clean the bowels, use bowel strength tincture until you get bowel movements. You use enemas. You gotta be aggressive. But you have to know what you're doing. I cannot tell you. I can only show you. But you are driving your own vehicle. Some people come to me and they come in your scenario and they're asking me, and the first thing I tell them, are you willing to change the diet? Are you willing to do this? And I can tell immediately if they're not going to do it. And if that's the case, I'll tell them respectfully, listen, this is not for you. I'll show you the information, but you're not going to do it. Not to be negative, but because I can see immediately on the person's eye that they're not going to do the work. They're not going to do the work. So it's unfair for them to do it if they're not going to achieve it in the first place. So you get to be really, you see a lot of things in my position that you have to be honest with people sometimes, right? And it's not pleasant. If I ordered the 5 tonight, when can I expect to receive it? 5 plus 5 if to ship tomorrow. We got caught up. If you purchase it today and it ships tomorrow, if you get express, it'll ship tomorrow. If you don't get express, it probably ships on Monday. It takes you about 8 to 10 days to get to you. Okay. But like I said, this group is going to be there, so it doesn't matter how late you get it. You can still start your cleanse and it will arrive. And you get that extra push when it arrives. Will this help the mucus in my head and brain? Yes, it will. But you need to make sure you clean your sinuses. Okay, you gotta take those steps. Clean your nose, neti pot, your essential oils. Do ear candling, eye washes. Clean the gut, enemas. Use herbs for the gut, the bowel strength tincture. Okay, and with this cleanse, this is how you clean the mucus in your head and brain. And you start thinking clearer, you can hear better, you can see better. It's amazing. Because it happened to me too. I used to have mucus congestion, and sometimes when I did detox, stuff still comes out. It's amazing. It goes to show you that no matter how healthy you think you are, there's always stuff in there. You have to dig deep in there. There's always stuff in there. You're never really done, to be honest with you, but at least get better to the point where you're functioning better, and then you can do detox now and then, here and there, and as you balance yourself, and you know how to use the vehicles of detox. My bowels are chronic. Which one would prefer? I get the more micro or paras. If you have a chronic bowels, you need to be on the bowel strength tincture. You need to be on Fabulous 5 kidney tea. You need to do enemas. You need to use the fruit cleanse and green drinks now and then. Okay, you gotta be diligent because chronic bowels means that it's chronic, it's deep, which means it's gonna take a bit of time to clear up. Use antimicrobial tincture for fungus and bacteria, and use Parasite W for worms. Okay, it's so exciting. People are asking questions. Hope my voice can keep up. See, I love the herb tinctures, kidney tea, almost 4 months vegan. I have only 1 kidney due to cancer, almost 62. This is my 3rd detox lemon. Unfortunately, it's too bad. Sometimes it's too late, right? If you had known this information, you would have saved your kidneys. Unfortunately, this is how the world is. Everyone has your own journey. But if you had known this information, you probably wouldn't have to take your kidney out. But it's done. So don't look at the past. Look in the future. And you're 62 years of age. Fantastic. And my hat's off to you. Meaning deep respect. That's for you, Lucia. Deep respect for you. Okay, you've done so well. Keep it up. Absolutely astounding. And when I hear stories like this, I'm like, wow. People are just amazing. Just amazing. Their strength and inside them. Love hearing you talk. I'm very excited to start this. Thank you, Coley. Thank you. Oh, I see. You got a profile picture. That's pretty cool. What time should I stop eating or drinking watermelon? 9:30 a.m. I was wired. Yeah, isn't it amazing? It charges you up like a battery. People don't understand it. So you're eating watermelon, you're starving. You have no energy. It's not true. It's not true at all. You only have no energy because your adrenals are busted. You need to be on the adrenal restorative tincture I created. Fantastic tincture. Really, really powerful stuff in there. It's called adrenal restorative for a reason. I learned that in herbal school. And my teacher was saying this bunch of herbs combined together never fails the adrenals. And I was like, okay, let me try it. And ever since that day, I take it twice a day because your adrenals cannot never be strong enough. We have weak adrenals. Adrenals control pretty much everything, control the kidneys. You want them in good working order. So if you are wired, then I wouldn't, my last meal would be, it depends on how late you go to bed, but leave at least 3 hours before you go to bed. Don't eat watermelon because it's hydrating and you might urinate a lot and you disturb your sleep. You want to be well rested when you are detoxing. So so I wouldn't eat watermelon before bed. Plus, you always want to fast anyways, right? Fasting is amazing. In my book, I'm writing Watermelon Only Cleanse. I have a section where I say how to optimize the cleanse. I will fast from 16 hours. okay, dry fast, and then I'll break it with watermelon only. My goodness, it's like skyrocket with the herbs. I break it, take the herbs twice before I go to sleep. So I take the herbs as soon as I break the fast, and I'll wait an hour to take more herbs again. Boom, boom, like that, and repeat. It's astounding. You get the benefits of a dry fast and the watermelon. It's like you're flying. If you alternate between two kinds of fruit, does it stop the detox? No, absolutely not. Watermelon juice all day and mangoes for lunch. You can do that. Just don't mix the watermelon with the mangoes, okay? For some people, it gives them digestive issues. Because watermelons take 15 minutes to digest. The mango will take you 30 minutes to digest, and it can ferment in the meantime. Okay, so our order experts, thank you. Yeah, I mean, they'll do their best, okay? We are backed up, people are really taking charge of their health these days, and, we have a solid product, solid product. I'm so proud of it. My herbs, I can safely say, are the best. I've tried different herbs. I've tried every kind. They don't stand a chance. Like, they're really strong, and they're made of love and compassion in there. And what can I say? But the service team is there to help. They do their best. They really do their best. So you will get your herbs. Okay, they will ship it to you. We deal in kindness. We like to operate from a place of helping other people, and that's how I operate myself, and I tell my staff to operate as well. It's always got compassion to as far as someone will allow, right? Very few people are unreasonable, very few. But so, anyways, let's move on. Excited to start this tomorrow with everyone here. Yes, absolutely. It's never too late. Always start. Can I lift weights and do 20 exercises while on the watermelon cleanse? Sonia, if you have the energy, go ahead and do it. But I always say, before you do exercise, please check your filtration, kidney filtration, because when you exercise, which is very powerful. Like, somebody posted in one of my groups recently, I think today, she said that she got kidney filtration by exercising, by going on the fruit cleanse. And so sometimes exercises will give you the extra push, but also know that when you're exercising, you're also generating a lot more waste. So therefore, if you're filtering some extent, you could see more filtration because you're generating more waste. So when you're healing, generally speaking, you want to be on a relaxation mode. So I like exercises like walking, like yoga, tai chi, not heavy weightlifting, because as you know, when you lift weights, you're burning, you feel the burn. That's lactic acid. As acidic, it burns. It's burning tissue. So if your kidneys are not filtering, those acids are trapped. You see that you get joint pains and you have muscle soreness. The waste is not leaving fast enough. So if you have that issue, I wouldn't lift weights. I would just do gentle exercise with the detox. When you got kidney filtration, lift all you want. It's fantastic for you anyways. Okay. How to clean sinuses. Mariana says, how to clean sinuses. What tincture good for wheezing, nose, and always blocked? You got mucus in your head. Like, you got abundance of mucus in your head. Clean the sinuses. Take a neti pot with eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil. Do your nose. Ear candling. Eye washes. Okay, with the herbs. We got it on our side. It's called eyesight tincture. Do massage at the back of the head. Okay, you want to massage the back of the head always. You want to clean your gut. You're congested because your gut is full of, lack of a better word, crap. It's congested lymphatically and probably waste. Okay, so you want to make sure you clean the gut. Use enemas. Maybe do one colonics if you can. Don't do it often, though, colonics. And use the herbs, bowel tincture until you get bowel movement. You need bowel movements. Every time you eat food, 2 hours, 3 hours, you should use the washroom, okay? If you're on the fruits, you might get constipated now and then because the body is trying to dislodge and clean. But you also notice that when you go on the fruits only, you see a lot of gunk come out of you, and you're not eating that kind of food, and you're saying, where's the food coming out? That's fecal matter. That's stuck in there coming out, and it's drastic, and it's really bad waste, and the stench could be bad. I mean, you will see stuff come out of you like, oh, what's going on here? For the herb wise though, Mariana, I would use neurological tincture. I would use respiratory tea and tincture because it cleans the esophagus and the respiratory tract. Okay, and I'll also use I mentioned the bowel cleanser, bowel strength tincture for bowel movement, neurological tincture, circulation tincture. Okay. And that's how you clean them. It'll come out nicely. You see, it start running out, and it'll get worse for a bit. Meaning worse, you start breaking, mucus coming out, and you see, you get the point where it's all coming out. You make sure that you spit it out. You don't swallow. I want to throw my glasses out. Can the eyesight be healed? Absolutely, you can get it better. This is Lucia, but it take a bit of time. Okay. I just covered it 3 times now. How to clean your sinuses, how to clean your gut. So I'll repost this video, and please watch it. Otherwise, I'll lose my voice very soon. See, can I take my melatonin to sleep or stop taking it? If you have been prescribed this thing and it helps you, by all means continue using it. But we have natural herbs for sleep. Okay, I personally would take natural herbs before I take this thing because, anyways. But natural herbs, we have one on site called Good Night Sleep Tincture. I wouldn't combine it with that with that drug. I'll do it separately, obviously. I use it occasionally when I want a deep sleep. I always get deep sleep, mind you, but sometimes I just want a extra long sleep because I get up early, and I'll take it when I get up so I can sleep more. But yeah, it's fantastic for you. It has valerium in the skull cup. Quite a few powerful herbs in the California poppy in the good combination. Gives you nice, beautiful sleep. Okay, but continue on your drugs until the doctor tells you to get off it. If you cleanse the body properly, you might not need this anymore. Okay, that's the goal of detox, is to cleanse the body so that you can go to your doctor and say, listen, can you please take me off this? You can use CBD oil. Yes, you can use it. I only have one adrenal and I have to take steroids. Well, no, it won't stop detox. Okay, and really, you should be on a raw vegan diet if you have only one adrenal. Like really, it's your diet should predominantly be raw vegan, and occasionally have your cheat foods here and there, but not your diet should not be a protein and starches, because with one adrenal, that means you're not poor nervous system, poor mineral utilization, poor kidneys, because you're taking one out. You control the kidneys, so it's against you, but it doesn't mean that you have to look back and be sad. Raw vegan and the herbs, and stay consistent. High fruit. How do you get rid of H. pylori? You want to get rid of H. pylori, any kind of SIBO, any kind of gut issue, fix the medium. The medium is compromised. You gotta go on 100% fruit diet, green drinks. You cannot be on protein and starches. The reason why you have these things there, because you're attracting them. These things, there's a cause and effect. They're not looking out for you and saying, hey, let me attack this person. They come there because you've given them a reason to come there. Okay, so clean the medium. And then you can use herbs to soothe the gut, like the balsam tincture has herbs in there. You can use marshmallow root, you can use slippery elm, fantastic for the gut. And you can use later on, once you have cleansed the body, comfrey plantain, fantastic for repairing the gut. Okay, so the herbs you can use, you can reach out to me, I'll give you a protocol. But the H. pylori is, and I'll use antimicrobial tincture, and I'll use parasite C tincture, and I'll also use parasite W tincture to get rid of the excess amount of bacteria and fungus causing a problem. But remember that they will come back if you don't fix the medium, which is your lymphatic system in your gut. Yes. Okay. Someone says, talking about the Mirror Herbals adrenal glands A. Glands A is the first one I started with. I created a new one called Adrenal Restorative, which is different. They have the same function. I like to use both, and I use both. Okay. How much water to drink? There's no set amount of water. Just don't get thirsty. You will not get thirsty on a watermelon cleanse. It's impossible. I've never seen one situation where you're thirsty. You'll be the first if you do, but drink water if you need it. Can we Can we use lemon water as well? Yes, you can. Although this is watermelon only cleanse, I prefer it to be still. But if you're going to drink water, why not put lemon into it, right? Get the extra benefits. I wouldn't drink plain water or distilled water. I'll put lemon into it. It's an addition to it, and a little punch in there. Okay. Okay. I fast in the morning, and after workout, then I have watermelon. Now that I have herbs, I urinate a lot. Got them yesterday, and yes, you urinate a lot, and it will stop though. It's what the herbs did, they're flushing out everything, and you get to the point where it will stop. Plus, the watermelon also increases urination. Watermelon by itself is a diuretic. Okay, so it's not only the herbs that are doing the work. The watermelon itself will push out the, especially if it's seeded, will push out the urine. So if you have a urination problem, I probably wouldn't be on watermelon. Until you fix it with other fruits, because it's excess urination. Brian says, by far the best. Brian says, thank you for coming on. By far the best packaging I've seen when ordering. You will definitely have the time. You take the time, and it's much appreciated. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll tell my staff that. They'll be glad to hear that. A little praise from them now and then, it makes them so happy. But thank you. I appreciate it. I want to start the watermelon challenge, but lately eating watermelon has my stomach upset. I wouldn't use watermelon. I would use any fruit you can tolerate. Use for H. pylori. Use I mentioned. Use antimicrobial and parasite C tincture and tea. Antimicrobial, parasite C tincture and tea. Okay, and parasite W is what I'll be using, and the fruit diet. Use herbs for the bowels as well. You need herbs for the bowels. And fabulous. When I'm talking about herbs here, always without exception, I'm always talking about the Fabulous 5 and the kidney tea as a base. The other herbs are just additions to it. Okay, which means you take it all together. Okay. During the watermelon only cleanse, is it a watermelon only or can we use cantaloupe? It's watermelon only. That's what the group is for. But, like I mentioned before, I've written a book, I'm writing a book as we speak right now, and in that book, it's watermelon only cleanse, but I reference that you can use other melons because I know that, like in Canada here, we don't have watermelon only in certain seasons. Therefore, I cannot create a group or create a book that's only for watermelon only. It's limiting it. So it's a melon only cleanse because in Canada you can get cantaloupes in the winter here. Okay, so you can use any melons you want. I prefer that you don't if you can get watermelon because it's season, but at the same time it's not going to spoil your detox. Okay, because it's raw, it's vegan, it's a melon, the same family. And FYI, do you know that a watermelon is a berry? Interesting fact. So we should call it. I always say watermelon, melons, berries, and citrus, but it should be berries, citrus, because watermelons are berries. Melons are berries. I didn't know that myself until I was doing the research. I'm starting Monday. May I continue during my? I'm starting Monday. May I continue with my curcumin tinctures for inflammation and pain? Yes, but if you have pain, June, if you have pain, trust me, I tell you this: your pain is not going to leave you. You are treating it. That's what you're doing. You're treating with curcumin and anti-inflammatory herbs. Detoxification is not about treating. Once you can continue using it, I'm not saying don't use it. It's about addressing the root cause and getting out the acids causing the pain. When you have pain, you have trapped acids. That's what it is. Trapped acids. We want them out of there. So you want your kidneys to filter. You should be on kidney herbs, nettle seed, kidney 6 tincture, kidneys, 2 different kidney teas, 2 different kidney tinctures. That's what I would do. You gotta work on Fabulous 5 kidney tea. Use those. Okay. You want inflammation out of your body. You don't want to tame the inflammation. You want it out of the body, and that's how you do it. You need kidney filtration. You need 100% fruit diet to move the lymph system. Okay, don't treat it because when you treat it, don't get stuck in treatment because then you have it forever and it'll get worse as you get older. You can do this. You can get out of this stuff. Okay. If someone has diabetes, can they do this? I covered this completely. So please, Adrian, please watch the video. I'll post this video, watch it in the beginning. First 4 minutes is on blood sugar issues. Okay, I covered it up. I covered it for you. Can we do orange cleanse? I prefer you don't do it on a watermelon only cleanse. The whole point of watermelon only cleanse is watermelon only cleanse. Okay, but it's not going to harm your detox. It won't stop it by any means. Let's see what happened. Can I get with you after live to get herbs here? That's for Nakela, I hope I said it properly. Can somebody post the link to the website for me here for Nakela? You can order there, okay? If when this video is over and I post it, comment and I'll send you the link if no one gives you the link. So Bowel Cleanser. Someone's posting. Monica's posting the links for you already. So thank you, Monica. Can I sprinkle a little pink salt on my pan? So can I put salt on my watermelon? No, don't do that. You don't need extra salt in your body. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so I covered all the questions. I'll call it a day. I'll come back tomorrow, hopefully, if I can. Okay, and I appreciate you for being there. And like I said, if you have any questions I missed or you didn't get covered, or you'll see this video after the fact, ask it below. I'll do my best to answer you. Okay, and let's support each other. Let's be kind to each other. Please, no negativity. Okay, if somebody is doing the wrong thing or saying the wrong thing, no need to get offended. No need to fight with each other. And I don't like any animal products discussed on this page for obvious reasons because it's what this cleanse is about, is to get away from these foods. If you're into animal products, I respect and appreciate it, but it's not the forum for it or the place for it. Okay, it's here is love and kindness for each other and attention, and we'll help each other out. That's what it's about. If you can't do this stuff, you can't tolerate such things, then this group is not for you. Okay, respectfully speaking. So I'll talk to you later, okay? So I'll call it a day. So you guys have a blessed day, and I'll answer any questions that come after this fact. Thank you, and God bless.